time for O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson.
Unbelievable, big old beans.
O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson is presented each week by CBA. It's just a better gun.
Hello again, everyone. I'm O'Neill Williams, and welcome to our program. Recalling last week's program, it was Dakota Russell and Travis Johnson. They're in Texas, and Dakota gets a really great whitetail. Now, this show is during the same 48-hour period of time, and Travis is the hunter. Now, what I might point out to you is, please notice, they are hunting partners, experienced, and their communication levels, they understand each other. And even though it's Texas, there's more to it than just pulling off the road and getting out of the truck. This time, Travis takes a nice whitetail.
Let's begin with a look back at last week's show.
Golly. Woo!
You have a good flight?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get after it.
Right here, 15 yards.
All right, don't move, don't move.
All right, she's clear. Kill him. Kill him.
You on it?
Kill him.
All right. He dead.
Oh yeah, that's gonna look good.
O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson, brought to you by your Southeast Toyota dealer. Let's go places. Bill Jordan's Realtree, family, friends, and the outdoors. The Whitetail Institute of North America, research equals results. The Furminator, best food plot implement on earth. Conus, shoot like a pro. Tough Shed, premier builder of sheds and garages. And by Zach Brown's Southern Grind Knives. Only the best make the cut.
It's gonna take a while to go through all those.
Yeah, you're gonna have to look at these while we're riding. I'm done.
Awesome. Maybe there's a shooter on it.
I hope so. Dead burning cows, man. There's some tines. I know it feels crazy sitting in the same spot, doesn't it?
If they're here, they're here.
Well, we checked the camera. The other two bucks, other two shooters were here before we shot yours yesterday, and then they were back in the dark. So they weren't here during the day today, but they're due.
Hopefully this wind won't mess them up. We got a good wind. It was yesterday, so.
You know, a little bit of that kind of helped cover up some movement, cover up sound and everything.
On the ground.
So, well, I know you had the new one. I got Old Faithful, the old B14, and she's ready to shoot on that other side of that hill if she needs to.
Knock them down how you can.
Okay, maybe we gotta get something started. We sat here longer than 3 minutes without seeing a deer. Smart animals are getting out of the way. Man, this wind is blowing a lot harder than it was yesterday. I think I checked the weather a little bit ago. I think it's supposed to lay down about dark, get down to like 5 miles an hour.
Hopefully, it should make a difference.
I needed to do it about 45 minutes before dark. That'll be the last deer hunt he runs.
I know you too well.
Oh, you think I'm gonna?
Looking at us.
Yeah, I know. You think I'm gonna let some like cat walk by?
Where'd you shoot him at? 'Cause he's out.
I just center punched him.
Drop him like a bad habit.
That's right. And you know what? It's still early. We can still deer hunt. We put him in the bush over here.
Well, like we done made a comedy show out of this hunt.
Well, you just don't.
Show no mercy for a coyote, huh?
No. Execute at all costs.
Well, we might not kill a deer. At least you killed something.
Well, you know. Hey, how many bullets you got left? One.
Are you serious? Wow. I guess you don't want to shoot another coyote.
I got one more bullet.
You don't want to shoot a deer? You ain't worried about shooting a deer no more, are you? He's got two. This hunt's over. He's gonna shoot every coyote that walks up. He got too many bullets.
I have no sympathy for a coyote.
There's a dumb one.
The very best binoculars that you have are the ones that you can use in a steady fashion. Here's a new tip that's going to make a big difference in the way you use your binoculars. Instead of using your index fingers to adjust like that, okay, put your forefingers on your forehead and use your middle fingers to adjust like that. It makes the binocular and your view infinitely more stable. Whew. That's a great CONUS hunting tip of the week.
This portion of O'Neill Outside is presented by the Georgia Department of Tourism and Economic Development, the Georgia Department of Natural Resources Wildlife Resources Division, and Georgia State Parks and Historic Sites.
Just in case I've lost you for a moment, this is O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson, and Travis is in Texas hunting with his good hunting partner, Dakota Russell, for whitetails and whatever critters might cross their paths.
That's them does from way over there.
Yeah.
There's another doe coming out where them little bucks were over there.
One coming out, I think it right there.
Right here.
That's him, that's him, that's him.
Yeah.
Break it down. That's him.
Yeah, it sure is. Hang on. Watch that doe for me.
happened, son.
Look at that now. Who said shooting coyotes will ruin a deer hunt?
I ain't believing it. I
Because
sold this buck in here.
I just want you to know, not only did I shoot one coyote, I shot 2 coyotes, and I killed the buck we were looking for.
And I mean smoked him too.
Hey, look, buddy, I tell you, you ought to know, that says it all right there. Old Faithful. You can bring them new guns out here all you want to. Old Faithful puts them on the ground.
I ain't believing that. I said, but that's how it works. So you look down there and I'm like, mature deer.
I told you, look, y'all laughing at me, Mark's laughing at me, everybody's laughing at me. Says it sounds like an artillery range out here, shooting coyotes.
I ain't believing it.
And then I said, no, it's fine, it's gonna be early. It's gonna be early, he's gonna come out. Look, he's laying right down there. And I ain't gotta track mine as far as you had to track yours.
I know how to track mine 8 yards. I ain't believing you just killed that deer.
Oh, you better believe, are you coming with me or what?
Serious, I can't believe you shot that deer.
I'm talking rolled him up.
I knew it was mature deer. I just looked body, I was like,
I'm
that's
waiting on
mature
you.
deer for sure.
Come on, let's go.
That's unbelievable. How in the world did you just kill that deer?
I really hate he broke that 3 off, but I know it's him. You can tell on his G2 right here.
Look at the body on that deer.
I know. Would you look at that? Just look at
That's
that.
gotta be a 6.5-year-old deer, I'd say.
He's 6.5, easy, heavy. I mean, he's gonna go over 200 pounds. And look at that. He's got mass all the way out. Beautiful deer. Look at that 2, the way it comes up like that. That's how we knew it was him. Man, he's been a good deer. I really hate he broke that tine off, but he's a good deer. He's mature. That's what we look for. Mature.
Late season and doesn't make any difference. Got a good 3 on him. I mean,
Yeah.
you know it's a big
Oh,
mature
yeah.
deer. That's
Well,
what you're going
those
after
2 matched. He just had that extra, 9th point over here. But man, I tell you, the first week of December out here has always been real good to me. Obviously, this week we've hunted 2 full days now.
Wow,
So
same spot, right on the ground.
yeah, killed 2 deer out of the same spot. I mean, these deer, they're up on their feet. They're going back looking for food.
Cameras like we were doing. We checking the cameras, checking a bunch of cameras, and this
Yeah.
one right here we saw daylight movement on, so we just had to get on it again,
Yeah,
and it worked out.
that's awesome. Rush Creek Guide Service, you never know what you're gonna get, and sometimes you might get 2 bucks out of the same stand.
No doubt.
Look at that.
24 hours, just over, about 25 hours,
Hey,
It's awesome.
glad you're here with me, buddy.
No doubt. Well, that was a blast right there. That's probably one of the funnest hunts I've ever been on. What a buck.
Time for the Zach Brown Southern Grind guest book question this week from, close by, Jim, and he left off his last name, from Riverdale, Georgia. He said, I've listened to your show for years on WSB and watched it and so on, and he asked, he heard on the radio show that Mac Farr called at a certain time of the year that the lake would turn over. What's meant by that? As the temperatures fall in the fall and early winter, the cool water, which is heavier than warm water, as it cools in the nighttime reduction in temperatures, it sinks down through the warm water and is replaced by the warm water, and then it gets cooled at night and it turns over, cool, warm, and the lake actually turns over. That makes fishing more difficult because the water column at that temperature goes deeper and deeper. What a great question, Jim. If you would like to be awarded a Zach Brown Southern Grind Jackal Black and Tan knife that you can keep forever and will to someone, go to o'neilloutside.com. If you use your question on the air, Zach will send you the knife.
We have more from O'Neill and Travis, but first, let's thank these sponsors. Works Power Share. Share batteries, save money. QDMA, where deer hunters belong. Fire Aid. Don't fight fires, extinguish them. Year One, your source for muscle car parts. Rugged Ridge, your Jeep, your adventure. And by Thorogood, over 125 styles of job-fitted footwear, proudly made in the USA since 1892. Now, let's join O'Neill for some flavorful cooking with Swaggerty's Farm sausage.
Wait till you wrap your lips around this. Now listen to these ingredients. I've browned some Swaggerty's Premium Hot Sausage. Then I'm using pepper jack cheese, herb cream cheese. Guess I better use a spoon. I get chastised for reaching in the bowls with my fingers. You do it too, don't you say anything. And then red peppers. And then a whole plate full of jalapeno peppers. Now, did you get all that? Well, if you didn't, you should have. I bet when you make this, you'll mix it just like this, just like I've done. Okay. Now bear with me a minute. Hot herb, red peppers, and hot premium Swaggerty's sausage. I'm gonna put them right there, and then you'll watch me finish this up. The only trouble about having something like this for the camera crew, you know, it's barely done till they're on it like a bunch of vultures. But when you give it a try, all right, don't invite very many people because they're going to love it. And, you know, they say you can't have too many friends. It's according to what you're making. A great addition to this that you might want to consider would be using the Swaggerty's hot or mild Italian sausage. Then you're halfway there. It's according to the heritage of your friends. $3.75 for no more than 20 minutes. Get your lips ready. Using Swaggerty's hot Italian or hot roll sausage, we have jalapeno stuffed party poppers. Man, oh man. Recipe can be retrieved at o'neilloutside.com, swaggertys.com.
Here it is, about an hour before dark. Travis and I both killed bucks this week. He's been guiding today, and most of the day we've been checking cameras, seeing what kind of bucks we got on camera. There's a ton of does in this one area. It's really windy right now. We got a really heavy crosswind, but he thinks there's going to be a bunch of does in this bottom down here out of the wind. So we're going to ease around this hill and top and see if there's any down there. We're going to try to take one. Come on. Down there. We're going to try to ease up about 20 more yards. It's 350 to the feeder. I mean, I got her broadside. You on her? Going in the road? Hit her?
Dropped her in the tracks.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. I swear that gets me more fired up than shooting that buck the other day. 300 on the dot, I believe. Did I really drop her?
You dropped her in her tracks, buddy.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Oh, that is so awesome. $341 yards. It's not too bad. Dang. She's a big old doe, too. That's what I thought. I held just a little bit high. I dialed for 350 yards, but I thought maybe, you know, it's hard to range at that distance. You don't know if you're hitting the grass up there, just beyond the deer. But she turned broadside right here, and I thought, heck, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to her right there. So I hit her with the 6.5, 143 grain bullet. Big mature doe right here, Rush Creek in Texas. Gotta do a little bit of management. We took some bucks out this week, took some coyotes, now it's time to take does out. So we're gonna go ahead and get her loaded up in the truck, head back to camp. We got all kinds of cleaning to do this weekend. It's pretty awesome. That's probably, that's my longest shot right there that I've ever made on a deer. I was pretty fired up. That's awesome. So we're gonna load her up, head back to camp.